All right, so we're gonna keep going on our confidence talk for a little bit, okay? And today it's about practicing positive self-talk, all right? So having good positive self-talk really can impact our confidence, okay? First of all, what is self-talk? Anybody know?
Talking to yourself.
Talking to ourselves in a positive way, right? Talking to ourselves in a positive way. So if we're in a habit of things like, you know what, I suck, or I'm no good at this, or I'm no good at that, I'll never be able to, I'll never do this, I'll never have friends. We need to reframe our thought process, right? To be able to kind of speak to ourselves in a more positive, in a more confident way. And the more we do that, the more we're going to be able to kind of shape our thinking, all right? So positive affirmations. So this is an exercise to kind of help us sort of reframe our thought process about what we think or how we feel about ourselves, okay? So like I said, we have to try and overcome the negative thoughts that we may have about ourselves, right? Has anybody ever had negative thoughts about themselves or think that I'll never be good enough, I'll never be able to do that, right? So yeah, we all have at some point, okay? But there is a process to be able to reframe our thought process. So what would be some examples of positive self-talk, right? What could be some examples? So maybe it's something like, you know what? I'm capable. I'm capable of learning to play the piano. I'm capable of getting that hip throw. I'm capable of getting my junior black belt, right? I'm capable to learn how to swim, how to do whatever, right? I'm capable. I'm enough. I'm enough, right? Maybe you have friends that are kind of like, you know what, you're a loser, right? So then all of a sudden that kind of really weighs on us. You know what? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think of me. I'm enough. I can have other friends. I can find other friends. I'm enough, all right? So I want you to kind of think of things that you could say to yourself. So maybe we're trying to learn something new, right? So how would we reframe those positive thoughts into what it is that I'm trying to learn, right? So look, if we're talking about here at the dojo and you have a test coming up, how many tests have you already done, right? I can do that. I'm a good jiu-jitsu student. I'm already a purple belt or blue belt or green belt or whatever it might be, right? If I put some effort into it, I can do that. I'm good enough to do that, all right? So what I want you to do is take some time to think about the things that you're trying to learn and the things that you're trying to do, and how would you frame that positive self-talk to yourself, right? So what are some of the things that you could say to change that perception of yourself? Any ideas? No?
If you have a math test coming up and you studied really hard, you could say, I got this, I studied hard for this, I've worked hard.
Yeah, absolutely, right? If we have an event or something coming up, it could be a race, it could be a test, it could be a performance, right? And it's kind of like, you know what? I've worked hard. I've worked hard to be ready to do this. I got this. Ethan?
I could say I'm not capable of doing this yet, but I can train to be able to do it
Yeah.
later on.
So that's still a little bit negative, right? I'm not capable yet. So just eliminate that part and go, I'm going to work hard to get this done, and I am capable of doing it, right? So just eliminate that first part rather than saying, I can't do it, but I'm going to work hard. Just take that piece out and go, you know what? I'm going to work hard and I'm going to get it done, right? I've done all of these other amazing things. I can do this, right? What's the impact of speaking to yourself this way?
Well, you might be able to convince yourself that you can do it.
Yeah, we're convincing ourselves.
Yep.
Right? Convincing ourselves, making ourselves believe that we can do these things. Making ourselves believe that we can achieve what it is that we're putting our mind to.
Higher self-esteem.
It's going to boost our self-esteem, especially if we actually achieve what it is that we're trying to do. Right? Is it something that is I'm going to be able to change my thought process and my perception of myself overnight?
No.
It's going to take a little bit, right? Because some of us really think negatively about ourselves. So it's not going to be like one time I say, you know what? I'm capable, I'm a good person, and I can do this. It's going to take time. How long did it take us to go from we're a good person to we're a bad person? Right? That can be much quicker because it's influenced by other people. Right? Maybe somebody that doesn't like us told us that we suck. Right? Or maybe we're playing a sport and we had a bad game and somebody said, you know what? You suck. Why are you on our team? Boom. All of a sudden, confidence in the toilet. Right? So now we need a lot more practice and a lot more thought process to get ourselves out of that and believing that we can play this game. I can play at the level that the other people are playing. I need to keep working hard. I need to keep practicing. I can do this. I'm not going to worry about what other people are saying. All right? How could we do that? So I'm going to give you a suggestion. Every morning, right? Think about it. Every morning, I'm a great person. I can do this. I can do that, right? But maybe, when you get out of bed, it's not something you're going to think about. What I want you to do is take a little piece of paper, right? Where do you go? Where does everybody go in the morning? We all go to the bathroom. And you're going to put this little sticky piece of paper on the bathroom mirror and whatever your affirmation is, right? I'm capable. I'm enough. I can learn to ride my bike. I can do an awesome junior black belt test, right? Whatever it is. That way you're going to see it. Every time you go into the bathroom in the morning to brush your teeth, comb your hair, you're going to see it. Every night you're going to see it, right? And then the more you see it, the more we believe it, the more we practice towards it, okay? Now, the other part is remember all the other awesome stuff you've already achieved. Why all of a sudden are we thinking that we're not this great person and that we can't achieve things when we've already done so many great things? So it comes back to our confidence and comes back to being able to celebrate all of those other little achievements that we've done, right? Don't forget all the great stuff you've already done. That has to frame part of your perception of yourself, right? I am awesome. I've done all of these things. Some of our previous exercises, we wrote them down. I gave you guys an assignment where you wrote, here are all the things that I'm awesome at. And here are the things I want to be better at, right? Don't forget all of those other things. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've already achieved a lot of great stuff. Don't let somebody tell you otherwise. So, having good positive self-talk, reframing our thought process about ourselves. And you know what? Maybe we are awesome, but there's just kind of one thing that, like, you know what? Like today, I had a situation where I had somebody tell me, I used to be good in math, and now I don't understand it. Now I just can't get it. It's taking me, twice as long to be able to do an equation that I used to be able to do in math like that, okay? So now we need to reframe that person's thought process. I can do this. I can learn to do it. What do? We ask for help, we practice a little bit, and bam, now we can do it, okay? So keep working at that positive self-affirmations. I want you to come up, everybody, with a positive self-affirmation for yourself. I literally want you to stick it on your bathroom mirror so that every single day you see it and you are reminded of how awesome you are. All right? Questions?